Listen, we've all been there. You're at the mall, right? Crowds everywhere, people bumping into you, kids are screaming. You can't even hear yourself think. And you know what hits you? That's right, a serious case of I need to get out of here syndrome. That's me every Tuesday. Yep, every Tuesday I make a beeline for my man cave. No phone calls, no kids asking for snacks, just me, myself, and a good book. It's my sanctuary, you feel me? See, alone time ain't about being lonely. It's about recharging your batteries. It's about finding peace in a world that's always on go, go, go. And let me tell you, a little peace and quiet can do wonders for the soul. Now, I know what you're thinking. Steve, has nobody got time for all that alone time? But let me tell you, taking time for yourself is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. In our fast-paced world, we often forget the importance of solitude. And I get it. We live in a world that tells us being busy is the same as being successful. We're constantly bombarded with messages that equate our worth with our productivity. But is that really the case? But here's the thing. Being alone doesn't make you a loser. It makes you smart. It gives you the space to think, to reflect, and to grow. Solitude is where you can hear your own thoughts, where you can truly understand yourself. Think about it. All the great thinkers, the inventors, the artists, they all spent time alone with their thoughts. They needed that quiet time to create, to innovate, to bring their visions to life. Einstein, that brother, was a genius. He wasn't afraid to be alone. In fact, he thrived in solitude. It was in those quiet moments that he came up with his groundbreaking theories. And you know what? He loved to be alone with his thoughts. He found peace and inspiration in solitude. It was his secret weapon. He even said, "The monotony and solitude of a quiet life stimulates the creative mind." And he was right. When you're alone, your mind is free to wander, to explore new ideas, to dream big. So, next time someone tries to tell you that being alone is weird, you tell them Steve Harvey sent you. Tell them that solitude is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced. Tell them solitude is where the magic happens. It's where you find yourself, where you discover your true potential. So take that time for yourself and watch the magic unfold. Let me break it down for you folks. Your mind is like a car battery. You keep running at full speed, day in and day out. Eventually, it's gonna die on you. You need to recharge, right? That's where alone time comes in. It's like plugging yourself into a power source. It gives you a chance to clear your head, de-stress, and come back stronger. Think about it. When you're alone, you're not worried about pleasing anyone else. You can finally hear your own thoughts. You can focus on what really matters to you. And that, my friends, is priceless. Now, I'm not saying you gotta become a hermit and live in the woods. Embrace the alone time you can get. Even if it's just for 15 minutes in the morning before everybody else wakes up. Use that time to do something you enjoy. Read a book, listen to music, work on that puzzle you got for Christmas 3 years ago. Me, I like to cook. When I'm in the kitchen, chopping vegetables, stirring pots, it's like my worries just melt away. It's just me, the ingredients, and the sweet, sweet aroma of something delicious in the making. Find your thing, the thing that brings you joy, and make time for it. You deserve it. Laughter is the best medicine. Humor in solitude. You know me, I love a good laugh. And let me tell you, some of my funniest moments have been when I'm by myself. It's like, when you're alone, you're free to be your silliest self. I'm talking dancing in your underwear, singing in the shower at the top of your lungs, trying on ridiculous outfits. Don't act like you haven't done it. The point is, don't take yourself too seriously. Life's too short to be uptight all the time. Let loose, have some fun, and don't be afraid to laugh at yourself. It's good for the soul. Section 6. Baby Steps to Solitude. Practical Tips for Beginners. Alright, so you're ready to give this whole alone time thing a try. It might seem a bit daunting at first, but don't worry. It's all about taking small, manageable steps. But where do you start? The idea of spending time alone can be intimidating, especially if you're used to constant social interaction. Don't worry, I got you. Start small. You don't need to make drastic changes right away. You don't have to go on a silent retreat right off the bat. Instead, begin with something simple and easy to manage. Just try taking 10 to 15 minutes each day to be by yourself. Find a quiet spot, somewhere you feel comfortable and at ease. Put your phone on silent and just breathe. Focus on your breathing. Let your mind wander and enjoy the peace. Once you're comfortable with that, you can start to explore other activities that you can do alone. Gradually increase the amount of time you spend alone. Maybe extend your quiet time to 20 or 30 minutes. Maybe try taking yourself out to dinner. Enjoy a meal at your favorite restaurant, savoring each bite without any distractions. Going for a walk in nature can also be incredibly refreshing. The sights and sounds of nature can be very soothing. Or even consider booking a solo vacation. Traveling alone can be a wonderful way to connect with yourself and explore new places. The key is to find what works for you and make it a habit. Everyone's journey to solitude is unique, so take your time and discover what makes you feel most at peace. Trust me, your mind and body will thank you for it. Embracing solitude can lead to greater self-awareness, reduced stress, and a deeper sense of contentment. Time for yourself, a gift, not a guilty pleasure. Taking time for yourself is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Steve, I feel guilty taking time for myself. I have so many responsibilities. I got kids to take care of, meals to prepare, work to do, errands to run, and deadlines to meet. Hold up. Let me stop you right there. It's time to change that mindset. Listen, taking care of yourself ain't selfish, it's essential. It's about recharging your batteries. You can't pour from an empty cup, you know what I'm saying? If you're running on empty, you can't give your best to anyone. Think of it like this. When you're on an airplane, they tell you to put on your own oxygen mask before helping others. Why? Because you can't help anyone if you're passed out in the aisle. Same goes for life. If you're exhausted and overwhelmed, you won't be able to support those who depend on you. You gotta take care of yourself first so you can be there for the people you love. So take that time for yourself, guilt-free. Section 8. The power of reflection. Looking within to grow. One of the best things about alone time is it gives you a chance to reflect, to think about your life, your goals, your dreams, to figure out what makes you tick. You can ask yourself some tough questions. Am I happy? Am I on the right path? What do I need to change? Now, I know this can be uncomfortable. Nobody likes to look in the mirror and see their flaws. But trust me, it's necessary for growth. Think of it like cleaning out your closet. You gotta get rid of the old, the outdated, the things that no longer serve you, to make room for the new. Section 9. Finding your tribe. Connecting with yourself first. Now, I know I've been talking a lot about being alone, but that doesn't mean you gotta isolate yourself completely. In fact, spending time alone can actually make your relationships stronger. You see, when you connect with yourself, you become more comfortable in your own skin. You become more confident, more self-assured, and that makes you a better friend, partner, and family member. Plus, when you're not constantly surrounded by people, you appreciate the time you do have with loved ones even more. It's like that old saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Your support helps us create more content like this. Thank you.